Welcome to Inside the Audition, the podcast where we go behind the scenes for a deep dive look into the world of auditions. I'm Joe Lars Larson, creator of Actors Audition Club, an international community helping actors book your dream roles in TV, film, and theater.
And I'm Brandon Knox, actor, producer, and co-host. Each episode, we chat with actors and industry professionals to share their audition experiences, insights, and advice.
We provide actors with actionable tips, strategies, and resources to help you elevate your auditions.
We demystify the often intimidating and misunderstood world of auditions to help you succeed.
So whether you're just starting out on your acting journey or you're a seasoned pro, join our Actors Audition Club members as we go Inside the Audition. Happy New Year! The newest year. This is the newest one right here. Hello, welcome.
Ooh,
how are you?
So fresh.
Yes.
So clean.
I know.
Back to even numbers. 2024. A full case we're at right now. Welcome, everyone. Those of us watching, listening on Facebook Live. Maybe you're watching on YouTube. Or maybe this is not 2024. Maybe this is 2089 and you're listening to a 50-year-old podcast episode.
Wow.
Who knows?
I look good for 108.
Right?
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Yes. So welcome, everybody. This is the first episode of a new year, a new season, I believe, too, Brandon. This will be season 4 of Inside the Audition. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm joined on this side by BK Broiler. Hello, Brandon Knox.
Hello.
Douche.
Wait, no.
Other way. If you're just listening to this right now, you got to join us live because the visual gags that we're pulling off here are incredible. And on this side, I'm just going to poke my finger into her ear here. There you go. No, she doesn't like that. That is Erin Elizabeth Reed, all the way from New York City.
New York.
Ooh.
How are you in frigid New York today?
You nailed it. It's frigid. It's cold. It's icy. I almost slipped and fell today on my stoop. So it was great. It's exhilarating, though. I feel alive.
Right. You almost looked stupid.
It would have been a very stupid.
Brandon, how can you possibly disapprove? That is the perfect pun. She slipped on her stoop. Stupid. That's no.
I didn't like it.
I reject your rejection. Moving
2
on.
out of 10. 2 out of 10.
That's at least a 6.5 out of 10. Come on.
No, 2.
Come on.
Yeah, 2.
Right. Well, you run a tight ship, Brandon. I will never make a joke. In fact, I'm out of here. And
all right, well, Erin, let's talk.
We've got some fantastic announcements today. Let's get right into it. Big announcement. Stick around. We're going to talk about a monologue challenge coming up. We're going to talk about the launch of a new website for Actors Audition Club. And the first thing we are going to talk about is the launch of our, drum roll, please, drum roll. Our wall of excellence. Yes. Some people call it a wall of fame, but I'm going to call it a wall of excellence because I think most of us, we're not striving to be famous. We're striving for mastery and for excellence and to work with the best in the industry. If fame comes from that, so be it. But the wall of excellence, something that's been bouncing around in my head for a long time. Here in our Toronto studio, but this is something that's going to be international, not necessarily geography based. So we're going to have some inaugural inductees from all over the world, Canada, US, England. But yesterday we announced the induction of our first 2 inductees, members of the Wall of Excellence. And I am going to announce them right now live on the podcast. Our first inductee is none other than Chris Sandiford. Let me see if I can give you a good shot of him without all. Look at all those cool reflections. There
Lights and laptops.
Hey guys,
Sandiford's never looked so good.
Chris. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
There it is.
That's nice.
Chris Sandiford. Let me tell you a little bit about Chris. To know Chris is to love him. Very successful actor. He has just been on fire since around COVID, early COVID, mostly from self-tape bookings. You might have seen him on What We Do in the Shadows. You might have seen him as a series regular in God's Favorite Idiot, the sitcom starring Melissa McCarthy. You might have seen him in the feature film blockbuster Moonfall, which I think is Halle Berry is the lead on that. And he's also a series regular on Shelved, the Canadian sitcom Shelved. Guy's just been on fire. He's booked a ton of things. We work with him pretty much on a regular basis here, on a weekly basis at Actors Audition Club. And he's also got a great attitude. He's also a stand-up comic, super funny, always very professional. He's always a great time. The sessions are great. Brandon, why don't you give some praise to our first inductee, Chris Sandiford. He was here yesterday, so we got to do this in person. And Brandon, you worked on a session with him just yesterday. So
yeah, I mean, you said it yourself. To know him is to love him. He's one of the most fun people around. He's what I find most admirable about Chris is how quickly he's able to absorb text and dialogue and just be able to absorb it within a matter of minutes. And it's incredible to watch. It's incredible to watch him explore scenes and really fine tune things in the room. He's fantastic. I absolutely adore Chris Sandiford. Getting to work with him is an absolute treat. I helped him book his role on Shelved. He came here for that audition. You helped him with Moonfall. He's an incredible performer and one of my favorite people around. So it is great to see Chris, and it's great to see him up on the Wall of Excellence and be our very first inductee into the Wall of Excellence.
Yes. You spoke about his ability to ingest and digest text.
Yeah.
His cold reading ability is incredible. He's been in here for some really last minute ones where he just got him and was either heading on set or heading out of town and just had a brief time to squeeze him in. I think that's a muscle too. He's been on set so much and he's worked on so many scenes and had so many auditions that his brain and that muscle of learning scenes and learning lines is great. But he really personalizes it, and you're always seeing a version of Chris Sandiford rather than a separation of, the character's out here and he's somebody else. It's always him that you see, and everybody loves Chris. So
everybody loves Chris.
Everybody hates Chris Rock, according to the sitcom. Everybody hates Chris, but I also love Chris Rock. But Chris Sandiford, we love you. He's number one in the hall, and again, I think he was an appropriate choice. He's been an OG member of Actors Audition Club. I think he's been coming here now 4 or 5 years, and if there's a lead dog or a lead rabbit that everyone can look up to as far as success in his bookings, I think it's most likely Chris. So congratulations, Chris Sandiford. Now,
woo, congratulations, Chris.
Yeah.
Our second inductee into the Actors Audition Club Wall of Excellence is none other than Brandon J. Knox. Look at that handsome. He's right next to you.
That headshot's really great, man. Your eyes really pop.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only is Brandon inducted as an actor and a member of Actors Audition Club, also our first session director, one of our audition performance coaches. And Brandon, similar reasons. You've been a member here for a long time, I think a little over 3 years. You've booked in the last year and a half, 2 years, you booked several projects for television and film. So you've demonstrated excellence and success in booking. And you've got a great positive attitude. You're always well prepared. You're always professional. And as a performance coach helping other actors, you've helped dozens and dozens of actors. I mean, probably hundreds of actors shoot auditions, dozens of actors booking lead roles in television, film, theater, commercials, voiceover. And I know people love to work with you. I always book you as my session director as well. Or often, sometimes I'm booking Aaron via Zoom. If it's in person here, I'm booking you. So congratulations and welcome to the wall.
Thank you.
Speech.
It's great to be here. It's great to be working with everyone at Actors Audition Club. You Lars, and you Aaron. It's great to see everyone grow, and it's great to see people excel, especially at the thing that they love. And that's what I adore most of all, is seeing everyone come in here and just want to work and want to play and enjoy doing what they love to do. You know, there's a lot of times, and I've learned a lot through working as a session director here at Actors Audition Club. And the tools that I've gained are invaluable. But, you know, the thing that I've learned the most is that everyone struggles. No matter what it is, doesn't matter if it's a small actor role or a large lead role, everyone will struggle with certain roles at a certain point in their life. And that's okay. It's okay to fight through it, to battle it out. And it's great to see how everyone approaches this work, because taking those little tidbits and learning from everyone that comes through those doors is incredible. And it's made auditioning and self-tapes so much more fun, and it's made them become their own separate entity. Because as Tom says in the three techniques are audition, rehearsal, and performance for the Todorov technique. And there are three distinct disciplines, and learning how to make and craft a fantastic self-tape that makes you stand out from the rest and makes you unique and shows off your incredible skill is awesome. And something I absolutely love to see. And I can't wait to work with more actors and see everyone grow, and to watch people book their dream role. It's an incredible journey, and I can't wait to learn and grow even more within the next 10 plus years.
That's it? Just 10 years and then you're calling it quits, huh?
I said 10 plus. I mean, we'll see.
Well, welcome. You're a well-deserved inductee into Actors Audition Club. We're happy to have you. And to parlay off that, you have a massive announcement. I'll announce it. Brandon had his first audition of 2024 on Monday. Did we shoot that on Monday?
Yep.
We shot it on Monday, and then yesterday he got the news that he was on the short list, and then shortly after he booked it, baby.
Amazing! Congratulations, yes. Brandon.
Thank you.
We won't reveal what it was for, but I will say it's a CBS sitcom that's super funny. It's amazing. It's great role. Potentially, I think he's I think you're just booked for one episode right now, but we both feel it's a character that could potentially return and be recurring in that world. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's nice to see the fruits of your labor, right? And you just keep pouring your heart out, and you do your best, and that's it.
How does it feel to book to be 1 for 1 this early in January?
A little surreal. But it's a very nice feeling. It's incredibly lovely. I'm humbled by the entire experience, and it was great. Your notes for the audition were fantastic, Lars. So it's always great to work with you on those auditions. I'm very excited to see where it goes, and just to enjoy the process, and that's it.
Congrats. That's amazing. And yeah, to everyone looking, I mean, often people are feeling early January, oh, it's slow, but maybe it's not slow. So make sure every audition that you get right now, you're seizing those opportunities. I think we're about to go into the largest boom of production history. So there's never been a better time to be an actor. With last year, with all the strikes and shutdowns and lockdowns between the States and in Canada, any period of slow growth is always followed by a boom of large growth. And all those production companies and streamers, they're going to be wanting to catch up on their schedule, and things that were on hold or paused, they're going to be wanting to get back to producing and get back to filling their schedules and completing these things. So don't wait around, and don't think that everything, just because everyone else is saying, oh, January is a slow season, it doesn't need to be slow for you. Just go out there and make it happen. And when you do get those auditions, seize them by laying down your best, strongest performance. So you're not wasting those opportunities. And we can help you with that here at Actors Audition Club. And final inductee into the, not final, but final for today. Stay tuned for more inductees. We've got a whole wave of what I'll call our first round or inaugural class of the Wall of Excellence. But he was in here today. So congratulations to inductee number 3, Adam Daniel Mazzei.
Also well deserved.
Yes.
Is that a young Al Pacino here? Yeah. So congratulations, Adam. Adam's been an OG member here. We've seen his growth as an actor, and he's really growing leaps and bounds as far as his technique and his ability to lay down a great audition. He's also produced several projects. Always fun attitude. He's a great part of the community here. Not a bad karaoke singer either. He was out on my birthday on the weekend and was belting out some karaoke songs. So nice. Congratulations, Adam. You worked with him today. Brandon, anything you want to say about Mr. Adam Daniel Mazzei?
Yeah, Adam Daniel Mazzei is one of the hardest working actors around. He's always in classes. He's always pushing himself to be better, be smarter. It's always a treat to see Adam come in. And as you said, Lars, he's grown in leaps and bounds because he has dedicated so much time to the craft. And I admire that so much about him. And like, hey, there's still room to grow. And that's the beauty of this work, is that there's always room to grow. And there's always another element that you can add to your tool belt, right? And Adam is always fine-tuning his craft, always coming in here, making fantastic choices, and just loving every second that he is laying down a self-tape. And especially when he's producing, because I've worked with him as a producer and director before. He's fantastic. He's always very clear with his direction. He's always very clear with what he wants and what he needs from you as someone that's worked camera for him. He's a very clear and great communicator. And he's just a fantastic person. I also love chatting with him about every sport under the sun. And he's a fantastic sports mind as well. And we really connect in that way. So I always look forward to seeing what Adam is going to do in any and every audition.
Yeah, he's not afraid to make big, bold choices.
Yes.
Knowing that a director can always rein him in and take him down a little bit, but he's always got big, bold ideas. And he's always in class too, often in multiple classes. He books rehearsal sessions with us. Often it's just a scene that he wants to work on or a monologue that he wants to work on. So he's a real student of the craft, and he's made multiple posts on social media where his goal is really mastery, which is a long haul type thing where you're constantly studying, constantly learning, constantly growing. So congratulations, Adam Daniel Mazzei, the third inductee into the Actors Audition, a Wall of Excellence. Excellence. Yes. Speaking of excellence, those people out there, if you're like, hey, I want to get my face on a wall of excellence, We've got something to announce today that can get you one step closer, and that is the Actors Audition Club Monologue Challenge.
Ooh.
Yeah. Where's my applause? Where's my applause? No, Brandon's got a button. We don't need real.
Oh.
Yeah. So for those of you
We always
listening,
need you, Aaron. We always need you.
we needed that real life one. So for those of you watching live on YouTube or Facebook, or if you're listening to this, we are relaunching our free monologue challenge, where you can shoot your strongest monologue and finally put your talent in the spotlight it deserves. So I just want to ask the actors listening and watching, does any of this sound familiar to you? In the last 6 months, despite investing in classes and putting a ton of energy into your craft and career, maybe you haven't worked in a few months and you wonder, will this acting thing ever work out? Maybe you've declined an audition, or you've missed a casting deadline because you were too busy, or you often think, oh, I wish they would just give us more time. Maybe you're at home wasting all kinds of time moving your furniture and lamps and stacking books in boxes, trying to create your makeshift home studio. Maybe you've missed a big opportunity while you're on vacation or while you're on set because you weren't able to shoot the audition in time. Maybe your agent has asked you to re-record an audition due to poor tech quality or a bad, unprofessional, untrained reader that you were working with. Maybe you stress over which take to choose, and you're often thinking, I wish I just knew what they want. If any of those things sound familiar, you're in the right spot, and our free 5-day monologue challenge is for you. And how that's going to work is, in just 5 days, our team of audition performance coaches are going to help you choose, rehearse, and shoot your best monologue so that you can share it with social media. You can share it with your agent, casting directors, producers, and really take control of your career. And as I mentioned, put your talent in the spotlight it deserves. I feel that a lot of actors deep inside them feel that they have this incredible performer, and also have this wish of, I wish they could just see my stuff. I wish they could just see what I got. And they're waiting to be cast. But it's that chicken and the egg scenario where you want to show casting directors and producers and production a demo reel, but maybe you don't have that demo reel yet. So you're wanting to get these roles so that you can shoot them and then have them for a demo reel. But sometimes you just got to take matters into your own hands and go shoot that standout, strong performance to then showcase it to the world. So that is what this is going to be all about. You can, right now, we're going to drop the link in the chat. It's actorsauditionclub.com/challenge. Once again, we are also, this is another huge announcement right now. We are launching I'll call it the beta launch of our new website. We're moving everything from laughingvikings.com. There'll still be some links there for a little while. But from now on, if you're listening and watching, if you're a member of Actors Audition Club, the website is actorsauditionclub.com. And the challenge registration, go there right now, is actorsauditionclub.com/challenge. We got that in the link. There it is right there. You can also, on any social media platform, if you forget that link, you can just shoot us a DM, or you can comment monologue and we'll send that link to you. And we're also encouraging you not only to join yourself, but the best way to do this is to invite at least one other actor friend to be your rehearsal buddy, to be your accountability buddy or accountability buddy. And you can go through that challenge itself. Once you register, you're going to get all the details of the dates. I want to just let everyone know, though, dates are flexible and you're able to work through this at your own schedule. We will be sending out challenge prompts and daily emails starting next week. But what I want to make clear to everyone is, don't let a busy schedule or work or being on set prevent you from registering. You're going to be, if you can join us as it's all laid out and as scheduled, there'll be some live trainings next week. If you can join us for those, great. But what I don't want people to do is to get all worried and anxious about, oh, my schedule, what's the dates? Do I have time? It's designed to be very flexible. If you want to join us and do it in the real time that we're rolling the trainings and rolling the tasks out, great. But even if you don't start until what we're going to call day 5, you can still be catching up. And it's not even catching up. There's no timeline to this. You're on your own schedule. This is your own life. The bottom line, though, is to accept this challenge. Really what you're accepting that you're going to spend some time, put a little effort in to rehearse, first to choose, but then to choose, rehearse, and record your strongest monologue that you can showcase to the world via social media, something that you can send your agent, or if you're unrepresented, you can send it to a new agent, something that your agent can send to a casting director and say, hey, I know you haven't seen this actor in a little while. They've been really working. They've been in class. They're working on some chops. Maybe it's a new type of character for you or new type of role, and you're stretching what you normally play, and you want your agent and or casting directors to see you in a new light. Now's a great time to do that. New year, new you. Join the monologue challenge. Aaron and Brandon, we did one back in, was that September or October?
September. September.
It's been a while. It is going to be something we'll do these semi-regular, but do you guys want to share what you liked about that the most, doing your own monologues, or maybe you can speak to the coaching and helping others? Because I want to make clear, there's often, we love the monologue slam, and there's often monologue showcases. I believe what's missing in some of those is there's no coaching and training. It's just you do your monologue, you post it, or you send it in, and then you get feedback. And often there's contests and prizes. But we want to combine like a workshop training type scenario with, yes, there will be prizes, there will be giveaways, but all the training and the coaching, I think we can take people further along that path so that the final version of the monologue is much stronger than their first version that they do on day 1 or day 2. So Brandon, Aaron, why don't you guys share what you love about the monologue challenge, what you're looking forward to?
Do you want to start?
Sure. I really loved, number one, doing it with all of you and our other participants who joined in, because it felt like I felt far more motivated to stick with it every day, because I had other people, I was watching their videos come in the private Facebook group and watching and being like, wow, that was really good. You know, it was inspiring. I loved the community aspect of it. And I also was struck by how much I could learn or relearn going through the challenge days, each topic. It was so helpful to rediscuss ideas. I think I know, but we can always use fine tuning and refreshing. So it really jazzed me up during the challenge. And I'm really looking forward to this one coming up. I've already got my monologue picked out, so I'm ready I'm chomping at the bit.
Nice.
I also have my monologue picked out as well.
Woo!
Very excited. I think it's going to be right up my alley. And I 100% agree.
Alley?
Ooh, maybe. Probably won't be able to shoot it there because of audio issues, but it would be very fun there. But I 100% agree with your sentiment, Aaron. Like, it was so much fun working with everyone, and like as soon as a video came in of their monologue, it made me go, okay, I gotta get ready to shoot this. And like it made me want to up my game each and every time. And getting your notes, Aaron, and your notes, Lars, and like pulling that together and making something that I was very proud of. I think I still have that monologue on YouTube. And it's so much fun. And seeing M. Thomas and Aaron Beekers, who I'm working with in Three Little Pigs. Aaron is choreographer and is phenomenal. She is absolutely incredible. She has been crushing it since day one. I love working with Aaron. And M, who is being the understudy for the Big Bad Wolf, the mother pig, and one of the pigs. She's awesome. I love M so much. she brightens up a room every time she goes into it, and it was great seeing her go from take 1 to take 2, and like the transformation that she had was incredible. Ben Davies was also a big participant that week. His transformation was phenomenal as well. Huge growth. Yeah, exactly. And so it was so much fun. Like, so many memories came out of that. And I'm excited to see what people bring this time.
Yeah. Yeah. And for those of you, if there's any of you out there thinking like monologues, nobody ever asked for monologues. You got to get that out of your head. Monologues is a building block of what we do as actors. Every great actor, every great performance that you've seen, you've been blown away by a monologue in the middle of a scene or in the middle of the film or show. And it's like for musicians, it's musicians practice on scales and they go up and down, and they can practice on songs so as a solo artist. But that's what we're able to do without needing a scene partner or without needing an ensemble troupe to be rehearsing with. And Tom at the Todoroff studio, he often suggests that over the course of our career, you want to have it get to the point where you've got at least 6 go-to monologues that you could showcase. And I think the breakdown of that is 1 to 2 of them being Shakespeare, maybe 1 Chekhov, so things that are more in the classical realm for the theater people. 1 that's very physical, 1 that would be a bigger, broad comedic, like maybe put you in the sitcom world, and another 1 that maybe has an accent or a dialogue, an accent or a dialect, where you're putting on something different vocally with an accent or a dialect. So, and this monologue challenge, and we'll do a series of these in the future, but make sure you don't wait, get in this one now. Over the course of doing a few of these, you can build that repertoire and actually end up having a library of your strongest monologues, so that if an audition does come up, you can show them one of these monologues as supplemental to the audition sides. Maybe you don't have time to submit an audition, but you have time to send them something that you've already done, and so they get a good look at you. I'm just getting a message. Facebook user, bring her comment up there. She says, "So cool." This is Deanna.
Mm-hmm.
Our Deanna, Todoroff Deanna.
Yep, Deanna Shinsky.
Hey.
Of course it is. That's totally Deanna speak.
So cool, she says. Deanna, well, make sure you get registered. Go to actorsauditionclub.com/challenge. The link is in there. All of this is going to be provided in the training, but one thing for those of you who are already like chomping at the bit, we provide some training on how to choose a strong monologue in a real brief training. You want to choose something that's very active, where you have an active want right now, versus something where you're talking about a past or a past event, or what people might call sense memory piece or a memory piece, where you're talking about an old story, something that happened in the past. If you do choose one of those things where you're talking about something that happened in the past, you really got to make it present tense. You got to tell that story and relive it like it's happening right now to make it as strong as possible. You also want to choose something that has a clear beginning, middle, and end, and only 60 to 90 seconds. So don't choose this big behemoth 6-minute thing. Just 60 to 90 seconds, strong beginning, strong middle, strong end, something that tells the whole story, so that someone doesn't have to have read the whole play or seen the whole movie, and it's going to be clear. So also that means something simple. If you're referring to 10 different people and places and things that happen, that makes it very convoluted and hard. Like, you just watch that and you're like, I don't know what the hell this lady's talking about. So take care of your audience throughout that. Treat it like a first date. So if you arrive to showcase yourself at a first date, what are you going to showcase? Do you want to be screaming and ranting and raving and bawling? Or do you want to find humor, find love, find things that are personal and authentic to you, so that you're showcasing your authentic self and positive self to the world? And be wary of choosing something that's so well known, like the Daniel Day-Lewis speech or the Meryl Streep speech or the hot Golden Globes actor right now, if it's something that everyone's seen and everyone associates with an A-list actor, they're not going to see you. They're going to just compare you, and you're going to end up being a less than compared to the Al Pacino that did that, or the Daniel Day-Lewis, or insert A-list actor. So just be very wary. Theater pieces are great. Maybe lesser known TV and film things. We'll provide, when you get registered, we're going to provide some online resources to find monologues. We've got plenty of help there. If you're not sure about something, before you dive into it too much, you can always reach out to us and say, this is what I was thinking of working on. Is this a path worth pursuing? And maybe we'll steer you another way. But yeah, and anything else, tips to choosing? I think I covered them all.
Covered quite a bit. Yeah.
We already did a training on this where I think when people register, there'll be a link. Eventually they'll find a link where they can watch a little video on how to choose the strongest. But those points that I just made are really the main ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be wary of the iconic monologue by the iconic actor, because you're never going to out-act them, and everyone is comparing it to them. And you also don't want to fall into the trap where you're just mimicking what they did, because that's not going to help you. And keep it positive, keep it fun. As Tom says, funny is money, charming is disarming. The world needs more love right now, not more ranting and raving and screaming and crying. A lot of people make the mistake and think, oh, the mark of a Hallmark actor is I got to show them how I turn on the waterworks and rant and rave like a crazy person and cry. I'm in a place for that, but it might not be on a first date. So maybe save that to the 5th or 6th date. But we are super excited to run this. Again, let's drop that link in the comments. actorsauditionclub.com/challenge. And all of our regular Actors Audition Club members, you will notice that you can now book at actorsauditionclub.com rather than the old website Laughing Vikings. Let's say hello to Mary Catherine, all the way in sunny LA. She says, I love being the crazy person. I'm not saying don't be a crazy person. I'm saying make sure if you're going to be a crazy person, there is some humor and some love into that crazy as well, so that it's not just this horrendous thing that no one's going to want to watch for 90 seconds. Also, part of this choice of the monologue is presumably you're going to be putting time and energy and love and into it yourself. So choose something that you want to be spending time on. And if you're going to be rehearsing it, do you want to be going to the darkest of places in that monologue for the time that you spend on it? Or do you want it to be something that's fun to work on and that is going to be drawing people to you, and people are going to be excited, be like, they watch it and be like, oh man, that person looks like they'd be so fun to work with on set, rather than like, oh, I'm going to back away and maybe call a therapist for this person.
Yeah. Do I have to take care of you?
Yeah. Not to therapy shame or anything like that. I think that's great, but that's not really the purpose of acting. There's two separate things.
Can I just chime in on this topic? I like to think of it as, well, first I start from the premise that if I'm watching somebody in really bad straits, a character in a film, it's the worst moment of their lives, and it does call for waterworks, etc. I don't care about them unless earlier in the story they've shown me their warmth, their humanity, their vulnerability. Right. So I've gotten to know and care for them first. That's why their pain is affecting. In a monologue, we don't have that luxury to instantly care about you when you plunge us right into the pain. Right. That's why it's so much more effective in monologue style to shoot for the positive. And that's not to say you can't take an otherwise well-constructed monologue that deals with pain and negativity. It just means don't play the pain and negativity.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, play the positive. Be wary of sarcasm and cynicism, and be mindful of how can I take negative words and put a positive spin on it, and be wary of playing the victim. Even if that character, you as that character was the victim of a circumstance, we don't want to see people be a victim. We want to see people fight. We want to see, if you have them been victimized, we want to see you fight through that and fight out of that using things like humor and love and positivity.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great note, Aaron, too. You're right. Like, if you meet someone you've known a long time, a family member, or a friend, and they're in shambles, then yeah, you really care for them. But if you walk by someone on the street who's that, you may not leap to their help because you're just like, whoa. Or if the second someone introduced themselves, they start unloading all their dirty laundry onto you, that's a little overwhelming. Versus if you've already established a relationship and you met them and you're like, oh, I really love and care for this person. I hate to see them in this scenario. How can I help them? Mary Catherine says, great advice. Yes. Fun fact, Mary Catherine and her husband, Greg, live in LA. Not this last trip, but the trip before when I was down there. Actually, my first time ever in LA, Greg is a surfer. And he took me surfing, and within about a half an hour, I didn't get up on a wave, but I did get stung by a stingray. Greg was my surfing Sherpa who led me directly to a stingray sting. But the silver lining of it is that became a great story. And the same very night, I performed my first time ever at the world famous Comedy Store in LA on Sunset Boulevard. And I threw out the set list that I had planned. Like, I went into that thinking, oh, I'm going to give them my best 7 minutes. And I bailed and just told the story of what happened to me earlier that day, getting stung by a stingray. And it was one of my most fun memories. So thank you, Mary Catherine. Say hi to Greg. You've got a couple kids and a new one. I think you only had the one baby when I was there. Now you've got two. And they're probably not babies anymore. So thanks for tuning in, and make sure that you register, Mary Catherine. It'd be great to see you in the monologue challenge. So go to actorsauditionclub.com/challenge to get registered, and we will join. All the details will be sent. Again, if your right brain or logical brain is like, oh, I need dates and how much commitment do I need to do? All those details will be sent to you. It's designed to be something you can work at your own pace. There will be some daily prompts emailed out to you. There will be some live training opportunities and opportunities to work with us in real time. But you don't need to let that determine whether you can do it or not. It's designed to work for everyone. So even if you can't work with us live, you can post questions. You can post the monologue in the Monologue Challenge Facebook group, which when you register, you'll be prompted to join, and we'll give you coaching that way on your own time. If you have to skip a day and catch up, and again, catch up is not even the right word because it's only you that you're working with, but you're getting to do it in a community of people.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yep.
I think that's it. Are we done?
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of the episode. So once again, congratulations to our Wall of Excellence inductees. The first three, Chris Sandiford, Brandon Knox, and Adam Daniel Mazet. Huge announcement today that we got the new website, actorsauditionclub.com. And for those of you right now, some of you may already be thinking, hey, how do I get involved with Actors Audition Club? You can go to actorsauditionclub.com, and there's the link to get started, and you can join and become a member with us, which gives you access to monthly trainings, to our online training video vault, gives you access to be booking audition coaching sessions with our audition performance coaches, all kinds of stuff there. And there is a Actors Audition Club Plus version, VIP, which gives you even more benefits and discounts and all kinds of fun things. So you can learn all about that at actorsauditionclub.com, and make sure you register for the challenge at actorsauditionclub.com/challenge. Challenge accepted?
Accepted.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted?
Accepted.
Mary Catherine, challenge accepted. Deanna Shinsky, challenge accepted.
Ooh.
And share that link with your friends. Again, it's great to do that in a community, to have a accountability buddy. You can work through it together. You can rehearse together. and so hold each other accountable. It's a lot easier to bail when you're disconnected from everyone, but if you got a buddy and you're both committing to something, then Mary Catherine says accepted. Yeah. She's one of those babies as a prop too. All right. Thanks for joining, everyone. This has been Inside the Audition. We'll see you inside the challenge. We'll see you at actorsauditionclub.com. And this is our first episode of the year. Let's get more in 2024.
Woo! Wait. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.